What's up, people? Now tonight we're going to take it back to DC. Another requested video from a good subscriber that supports the channel. So I did my little research. This is the story about Big Head Gary's little brother, Brandon Terrell. Now Brandon Terrell was in the streets in his teens. He was getting money in high school. What's so surprising to me is how young these guys were doing it. Now Rayful was the big homie with all the bricks. He was always looking for strong soldiers, and he heard how Brandon Terrell was moving, so he gave him an opportunity to get some money and get down with the crew. All Brandon wanted to do was get fronted. He didn't really care about becoming a part of what Rayful had going on. Rayful noticed Brandon wasn't a yes man, and at the time it was what it was. Now Brandon didn't respect Rayful as a boss. It was kind of like, either gonna give me the bricks or not. Now, on June 23rd, 1988, things got a little fuzzy in Southeast DC at Chapter 3 Nightclub when Rayful questioned Brandon about the money he owed from the front. Now, Brandon was going to give him his money, but Brandon told him how it was. He basically just said, hey, you want to get the money. But the boss wanted to answer now, and he wanted to know when and how. Now, Brandon started to get annoyed and felt like Rayful was talking down on him like he was one of his workers. So he got cussed out. Brandon called Rayful the B word in front of everyone. Right in front of Rayful top trigger man, Columbus Daniels, aka Little Nut from Trinidad. See, Little Nut, he was from Trinidad, and he was allowed to go on the other side to get some money. But when it comes to people coming over to Trinidad, the Kai brothers wasn't having it at all. But Daniels took it as disrespect because he don't even talk to the boss like that. Michael Frey was in the building at the time, and he was able to calm things down, and the night went on. But after the club, while people were exiting and the club was letting out, Little Nut would gun down Brandon Terrell in front of everyone. So everyone rushed to their cars and made it away from the scene. Both sides were able to keep the peace after the incident, but Big Head Gary wasn't satisfied. He wanted revenge, and people from his side just couldn't convince him to just let it go. So one day he would finally get his lick back. It was a barbershop on 19th and Benning Road in Northeast section called B&B. Rayful, Little Nut, and a few others were spotted there. Now the phone call was made. As Little Nut was in a chair getting his cut, a masked shooter enters the barbershop, firing a couple shots into his chest and his spine. Little Nut would survive, and during recovery he would become paralyzed, but shortly after he would be arrested for the murder of Brandon Terrell. Now the other side might have had to come off a couple of bricks, to make sure Big Head Gary was satisfied. It was a truce call between both crews. Even though the truce was called, Big Head Gary went out his way and, he had to get his lick back. It's only right, that's his brother. And, the Kai brothers would have did the same thing. But, it's business as usual. Everybody was trying to get their money. But, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much on the whole situation. But I'm gonna keep dropping some DC content once in a while, do my research. The stories are very interesting, so I like doing the research on the DC shit, especially in the in the 80s and 90s. So make sure you guys turn the notifications on so you don't miss out. And hit that like button, hit the comments up. If you're new, subscribe. Everybody be safe, man. I'm out.